Hey YouTube, Cinny Steve back with another video. And this is the Amiga pickups part 2, I promised. And first up, I've been messing around with the CD32. And a couple of pickups for this. First being the Terrible Fire from Amiga Passion, Steve Clifford, top guy. He sorted me out the compact flash and also put Sensible World of Soccer 2020 on there for me. All works fantastic. And also got iGame on there as well. So yeah, there's a compact flash card full of games on there. With these Terrible Fires, you've got obviously RGB output, as well as the PS2 keyboard input. So yeah, it pretty much turns a CD32 into a 1200, although it doesn't have a floppy drive input, but we'll get to that in a minute. So I'm going to set up a tripod and show you my Amiga pickups. Right, so let's crack on with the rest of the pickups. Now, after getting that Terrible Fire, for some reason I thought there was a floppy input on there. I mean, it's a shame there isn't really, 'cause I don't know how hard it would be to add one, but other than that, I mean, it works great. I mean, I've got plenty of Amigas I can sort of use floppy inputs for to play my games. So I mean, I've got my games there, so I do like pull them off and yeah, load them from floppies. But yeah, literally within a week of getting that Terrible Fire, one of these popped up on eBay, and this is an SX1, Paravision SX1, and basically this is the module that pretty much turns your CD32 into a 1200. As you can see on there, you've got your floppy inputs, serial inputs, hard drive, like external hard drive on the back, your RGB out on there as well, and it's also got a hard drive already fitted in there, but obviously nobody uses the old hard drives anymore, so you can actually put a CF card in there. But I need some more RAM for it, because to run WHD loads you want at least sort of 8 meg RAM. But yeah, I can't believe it. I thought it was a bit of a bargain. I mean, usually these are going for 200 plus, and I swear it was about 130, something like that. I just couldn't say no for it. I actually had a maximum bid of, I think, 209 quid. So I was willing to pay a lot more for it. Come with instructions as well, which are a little bit beaten up, but no, I think that's a bit of a bargain. And when I've got more space and I don't know, a sort of a dedicated Amiga setup, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I can play them down here, but I would much rather have them sort of right in front of me. I'd love to have sort of 3 black Amigas. I've got my 1200 carbon case on its way. Well, not on its way, but it's ordered. I know COVID's putting them behind. So that'd be nice, having that as well as my CD-TV and my CD32 all set up. I'd love to have a black monitor as well, but we'll see. We'll see if I can grab one of those. So going on from that, I've got about 20 odd games, I'd say. I'll start off with a gift, and everyone going a bit crazy with hit squads at the moment. I started compiling a big list of Amiga hit squads, because there's no sort of definitive list, so I was sort of doing research, asking others, and there's a lot of hit squad games, and I already had quite a lot of the smaller box ones. Basically you've got 3 different types of boxes. You've got the small square ones, then sort of the medium size, and then the big box. And I always thought the big box, I've got a lot of them anyway, as full releases, and obviously they take up so much room, but this size box doesn't. Do you know what I mean? I think they're really sort of cute and all look great together. Now this was a gift from Will, WB in the comments, and Amiga Atari Amstrad on Instagram. Top guy, really knowledgeable guy. Sort of reached out to me, said he had a hit squad game that I didn't have, and just sent it to me. I obviously offered him something for it and postage, but no, gent he is, just sent it to me. He said it had a bit of a musty smell, which it did a little bit, but I've got a tip when it comes to sort of smoky smells or lofty smells or anything like that. Do I reveal that now? Tell you what, little jump cut. I'll show you. In fact, no, actually, I'll wait till I get to another game and then show you them. So yeah, massive thanks for that, Will. I say WB in the comments. which I always thought stood for workbench, but that's obviously your initials. But no, thanks a lot, mate. That's a great little gift. And then from one sort of gift to another, another collector on the Amiga Collectors group, Adam. I've done a few deals with him before via sort of eBay and such. He done me a great price on this Barbarian 2. He was putting games on eBay, thinning out his sort of doubles and whatnot, because I know he's got a huge collection, huge Amiga collection, a lot of Psygnosis games. And yeah, he had this one. I needed it, and I put in a cheeky offer on eBay. I didn't even realise it was him. And he sort of contacted me straight away. He was like, oh, it's a bit of a cheeky offer. I was like, oh, gee, I didn't even realise it was him. And he accepted it. And like, usually this game, what, 35, 40, I would say, in this condition? I'm sure he'd done it to me like 20 quid plus postage. Really happy with that. Massive thanks for that. But it didn't stop there. He also had this one, Combat Air Patrol, that he literally just put in the box. He knew I needed this one as well. It's not in the best condition. There's a couple of like rips in it, but still, I mean, it's not an expensive game, and it's not particularly rare either. But if I can ever upgrade it, I probably will, or just the outer box. Obviously, being a flight sim, I'm never going to play it anyway. But massive thanks for that, Ad. You didn't have to do that. Yeah, put that in the box. That's like well happy with that. There's going to be a few more Psygnosis games in here. But I'm close to nearly all of them. I think there's about 10 left. So you're going to see these again when I come to my my Psygnosis collection. And then this next bundle, I paid. I wouldn't say these was a particularly bargain, just I would say a pretty good price. And I think a thanks goes out to Tootie on this one. I believe this was definitely a Facebook. I think it was a Retro Realm advert that I'm sure he tagged me in it. So yeah, thanks a lot for that, Toot. So I've done a good deal for these. First being Super Tennis Champ, which this, even though the artwork is absolutely dreadful. I mean, look at that artwork, it's awful. It's one of the best tennis games on the Amiga. This and Pro Tennis Tour 2. It's a fantastic game. It looks more like a Super Nintendo game. I don't know if you can see the screenshots there, but it's a little bit like Super Tennis. Not as good as Super Tennis, but it's very playable. It's a very, very good game, that. Also, we picked up off the same guy, Cliffhanger. Pretty rubbish game, but I've actually already got this, but this was a box upgrade, so it was a lot nicer than my one. So I'll end up putting my one up for sale, see if I can get back what I paid for that, because these, I'm sure he had like a tenner on that, maybe even less than that, about 25. I think it worked out about 100 all in with this next game, and I think this is the game that sort of made it. And it's Last Action Hero. Another jigsaw piece to the puzzle of Psygnosis for collecting. Again, pretty awful game. But I'm sure he had 70 quid on it. When we'd sort of done the deal, he sort of come back to me and said, have I done that too cheap? And I was like, I wouldn't have paid any more, I don't think. So, don't get me wrong, like, I will drop money on things that I really, really love and really want to play, things like that. But these, I really struggle with paying out good money on pretty rubbish games just for like collecting purposes. I always want a little bit of a discount on it. So yeah, I wouldn't have paid any more than that, but I think that is a good price for those 3 games. Continuing on, we've got quite a few games here now that weren't bundled or anything like that. Pretty much just, I think they were nearly all eBay purchases actually. But next up in, I know this one Adam wants actually, Dungeon Master. This seems to go for, I saw it going for around 70-80 quid, but that seems to have jumped up to around 100, 110. Now, every now and again, I don't really monitor buy it nows on eBay. Like, what I do, I've got my listing set up of Amiga and auction onlys, and then I'll update that probably about 3 or 4 times a day and see what's going on up there. But every now and again, I'll just look for the games I'm actually after in the collection, because I think Amiga games probably about 50 I would say, I think there's about 10 Psygnosis, around 10 Ocean, maybe about 15 Gremlin, 10 sort of miscellaneous ones. So yeah, about 50. So I'll just sort of go through that list and have a little look, see if there's any of them on there for decent prices. This was on there, 40 quid Byte Now, which I couldn't believe, and just snapped it up straight away. And then about a week later, yeah, one went for about, I think it was just over 100 quid. Absolutely mental. This was just a random eBay pickup, another tennis game, Passing Shot. I believe this was only about a tenner posted, as part of the Sega collection. Again, not a good game, I don't think, at all. Don't know too much about it either, but yeah, as part of the Sega collection, we've got to add that one in. And that moves us nicely over to, these were another eBay pickups, all from the same seller. Postage was bundled, and I did do a deal on them. Like they weren't in auction, well, they were in auction until I'd sort of done a deal for them, and I believe, I'm sure these cost me about 60 quid postage for these four, something like that. First up, we've got Altered Beast. That moved us nicely on from Passing Shot, didn't it? Another Sega game, which I'm surprised I didn't have actually. But really, really nice condition, that one. In fact, all of these, they needed a bit of a clean, but they've come up really nice. Power Drift, pretty rubbish Amiga port, but love that artwork. And again, it's Sega, so we've got to have it. And then we've got Manic Miner. No screenshots on the back here, but two games came out from this same sort of publisher quite late as well. I think it's like about 92, 93, and they sort of made them as like sort of scrolling games. This and Jet Set Willy 2, which for some reason's in the Jet Set Willy 1 box. Like the artwork from it, really strange. But I love that artwork as well. Really nostalgic, that artwork. And then one of the main reasons, in fact, no, actually, all four of these games I really wanted. It's Capcom collection. Really cool compilation this is. 8 games on there. What have we got on here? We've got Strider 2, UN Squadron, Last Duel, Forgotten Worlds, Ghouls and Ghosts, Dynasty Wars, and LED Storm. So yeah, really happy. I think that's a great collection. A few of those games I wouldn't mind getting full release. Dynasty Wars I know being one of them, Strider 2 being another, which I missed out on one on Facebook Marketplace. I think it was only like a tenner. Like I was going to ask, see if she'd post it, and it was after about 3 hours and it had already been sold. And I was quite surprised. You don't see many single games on Facebook Marketplace, and Amiga stuff, you've usually got a bit of time. But no, I missed out on Strider 2. It's one you don't really see that often. Moving on again to just a random pickup, eBay pickup, Dizzy Crystal Kingdom. I've actually got quite a lot of the Dizzy games. I know I haven't showed them yet in my collections. I was sort of, I didn't really do it, well I wasn't going to do a Codemasters one, but a lot of the Dizzy ones, I don't know, I would say they're more sort of like budget releases, even though they're not really. I might do it as part of the budget releases. But this game, it goes for quite a bit of money. So I don't really know what, I believe it's the best Dizzy game on the Amiga. I can't imagine it being rare. I'm gutted that it comes with loads of stickers and the poster, which this one doesn't have. It just literally has the discs and the manual. So I wouldn't mind getting that. And the box is a steady 7, but I just know that you don't see that one too often, so I snapped that one up. And this one again, another Psygnosis game, and this is from another Amiga collectors group member, Angelo. I won't even try and pronounce his surname. Sounds like Greek, but he's obviously in England. But he's another one that noticed my when I sort of put an offer in on eBay. He knew, I don't know how, but he sort of knew it was me. I don't really know how. And done me a really good deal on it. I know he does a lot of artwork himself, so yeah, really happy to get Barbarian. Look, Barbarian 1 and 2. I don't know how they've eluded me for so long, because they're pretty common games, I would say. Don't really want to stack them up any higher. Then going on to, these ones were actually from Spock. I only really wanted one game, but I saw this as well that I didn't have. I know it's a pretty rubbish port of Blastoids, which again is another pretty common game that I thought I owned. Don't really like the arcade game and the Amiga port, like the frame rate's pretty shocking on it. But it's an arcade port, so I've got to have that. And then this is the one I really wanted, it was Dark Fusion. Now these early Gremlin games, there's quite a few of them that came in dual cases, and they're quite hard to come by. And when you do see them, if you see them like buy it now, people usually want quite a bit of money for them. This is sort of like a side-scrolling sort of shoot 'em up. It's not great. It's not great at all. I'm really gutted because I know Lee Thornley had Butcher Hill in a case like this, and I think he only wanted 20 quid for it, and I didn't get it for whatever reason. I've been a bit tight with it, and yeah, I haven't seen it since. So it's a Gremlin game that's eluded me, but another Gremlin game that didn't is Artura, another pretty bleak, grim game. But again, one you don't really see that often. Some of them older Gremlin games are really tough to get hold of. This definitely needs a case upgrade like that, and the Blastoid does as well. But I must admit, I do like dual case Amiga games. I don't know why. I mean, they're nice and small. Obviously, it doesn't compare to the big boxes, but I just quite like the variations. That, like the box variations would drive collectors mental, but I like it. I like the oddities of it. And then my last eBay purchase, because the next couple of bundles are both Facebook Marketplace. This game here, it's did I show it? I'm sure I haven't shown this. It's a game called Football Masters. Now, it very rarely happens that I find a game that I've got nostalgia about that I haven't got. But this game I've got a lot of nostalgia about it. It's a football management game, obviously, and I played it a lot as a kid. It was from a developer called ESP Software, and they're based in Southend, so not a million miles away from me. Now, I have no idea if this had a box. I don't know why. Everything about it just sort of screams out sort of mail order, maybe. I don't know. I know the later Football Masters had boxes, but even on Hall of Light, this game does not show a box scan. So if anyone knows anything about this game, put it in the comments below. But it is a really rare game, and I'd love to get a box for it if I can. But no, it doesn't happen often that that's how I get a game that I have nostalgia about. Last time I did, I would say it's over a year ago. I remember I got that Monopoly game on the Dragon 32. So yeah, very, very rare. So it's quite good for that. Really quite good that happens, really. I like it when that happens. So let's get these bundles out. Now these, what should I start with? I'll tell you what, I'll start with a bundle that didn't cost me anything because it came with an Amiga, and there's only 3 games I'm keeping out of it. A lot of it's already been sold off, and I've already got more than my money back. So this was a Facebook Marketplace bundle. This one needs a sticker removing. The game's not in bad condition. This one's not great. It's got a bit of edge wear, but it's Blues Brothers. Another game that I believe is quite good on the Amiga. Like it's quite highly rated. Like a lot of people like it. It's like a half decent platformer. Never really liked the film that much. Maybe it was a bit before my time, but no, I'm definitely keeping that one. And then the other one being another game you don't really see that often, and that's Dan Dare 3. And I always remember Dan Dare 2 on the C64. Yeah, again, not one you see that often. No idea if it's a similar game to the C64 sequel version, but this was the game I really wanted out of the bundle, and luckily this came in pretty good condition, better than the other 2 actually, and it's the Lemmings double pack. Another game you are going to see very soon again on my on my Psygnosis collection vid, which probably won't be for about another few weeks. I haven't actually filmed that one yet. A lot of the others I filmed well in advance. Let's go for the last one on that. Yeah, so that was completely free them ones. I'm well happy with that. I picked, especially that one. That one's quite sought after. So let's go with this bundle. This was a Facebook Marketplace bundle down in Brighton, or down that way, which was about an hour and a half, hour and 3/4 for me. And as soon as I saw it, I was in the van. I was just like, yeah, I think she had them up for 15 quid, this bundle. And again, I'm not going to show you all of them. I think there was about 15 games, but the other ones I'm not keeping, so it's a bit pointless. First up being Goal. As I say, these were up for 15 quid and I for 20 quid. Obviously £5 more than what she wanted. This one, the box could do with a little bit of an iron. It's just that top bit sticking out a bit. But I know Addy Sneaker Freak, he was raving about this one. It's a sort of spiritual successor to Kick Off. Obviously Adidas all over it, so he's going to like it, isn't he? He's going to be biased. But to be fair, it is a good game, to be fair. It is a good game. So happy with that. Happy with that one. This one, Bubba and Sticks. Pretty cool little cartoony platformer. It is quite a cool game actually. It's pretty. I quite like the physics of it. How you sort of use your stick to go up platforms and that. It's a game I don't think I own for the Mega Drive. I think I need it for the Mega Drive. Oh no, I think I've got it actually. I think I've got it. I don't remember playing it on the Mega Drive though. I did give this a go. Now this was the main reason I went down there. This was the main reason, even though there's a couple of other pickups here that made it even more worthwhile, but this was the game I really wanted, and it's Hero Quest 2, Legend of Sorasil. Now this game, I believe it goes for a bit. Again, it's not a game you see that often, and it's not really a game I'm that into. Obviously it's like being a board game. But the condition wasn't bad. Again, all these were pretty honest. But yeah, that was the one I wanted. Being Gremlin again, it's been on my list for quite a while. So the knockoff, how many have I knocked off? What, 3 Gremlin games today? So really happy with that. But yeah, I've got, let's leave that one till last. This game was in here, Lemmings 2, The Tribe. Now, I've got this and I sort of just overlooked it. It was just like, yeah, that'll be just being resold. Wasn't overly bothered about that. But with all the bundles I pick up, I check every single box. You always find treasures. You always find different discs in different boxes. But I thought this was really cool. Now I've never seen this before, and my copy weren't like it. And looking on eBay, I think I definitely saw one on there, and I don't think it was particularly more sought after or anything like that. But this has got like a gift pack inside where sort of all the discs, and you've got like the manual and like a book in there, the 12 tribes of Lemming Island and the discs and stuff. But I just thought that was so cool, and yeah, so this is staying in the collection. I thought that was really cool, like a little box set in there. So yeah, really happy. When I saw that in there, I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa, what is that about? I was like, why is this so heavy? So really cool to pick that up. Sort of a different variant. Let's put one more on there. Don't like stacking games up that high. Then this pickup, this was in that bundle as well. The game was in there, but it was absolutely battered. But this was in the actual game box, and this is Flight of the Amazon Queen, the official playing guide. I believe this is a game you like, isn't it, Pete? I know it's a point and click. But yeah, maybe this is the sort of inspiration I need to actually get into one of those games. The playing guide for it. So yeah, really cool. I'll end up digging my copy out and putting that in the box. As I say, the game was a bit mullered. That's why I haven't rung you, Pete, and offered you it, because I believe you're still after it. Now this was the other one, the other game that was in there that I completely overlooked. Like Lemmings 2, I was like, yeah, everyone's got Lemmings. Everyone's got Lemmings. Don't need that. That'll be in the for sale fodder. Until I saw it was a CD32 version. Well, I don't have it. I hate it when I go I say something and I'm like, which, it doesn't even really make sense. It's just a bit of a habit. But yeah, really happy with that. I mean, again, it's not particularly rare or anything like that, but yeah, it's another variation that I don't have. So yeah, I've done quite well with the CD32 in this episode. But getting back, I completely forgot. But getting back to Dungeon Master, that actually was delivered. Right, like going back to my story of how to get rid of like dodgy smells from games, which seemed like hours ago. But Dungeon Master got delivered in a like a washing powder box. I'll show you actually. This box right here. This box right here. It's an Asda Moonflower and Lavender 2-in-1 powder. And I tell you what, I got it out of the box and it smelled lovely. It smelled really nice. And I don't know, it was just sort of hanging about there, and I thought, I know that I've got my prime mover, Psygnosis prime mover, smelt like really lofty, smelt dodge. And I thought, I'm just going to leave it in there. I left it in there for about 3 days. It's come out smelling like roses. And honestly, it's still up there now. Bearing in mind, this was best part of a month ago. And it still smells lovely. It's completely neutralised all the bad odours. And yeah, that's what I did with the Run the Gauntlet, which it didn't smell that bad. It weren't that bad. It weren't nowhere near as bad as that prime mover. That was minging. Maybe I should leave this as the thumbnail. This is what I've picked up. See how many people watch it. Anyway, guys, that's me. Let us know in the comments below. I mean, I haven't played all these games. If there's any you like. But until next time, YouTube, I'll catch you soon. See ya.